Hello and welcome back to another video of how to install your landscape lighting. So this is kind of just the overall steps that you would need to look at. So the first step was designing your lighting system. The second step is purchasing the light. So what we did in the first step was we went through the design and counted up all the lights that we needed, and now I'm going to show you the different lights that we can look at to put on the landscape lighting. So this is not something that I'm going to go over the different costs, but I'm going to just show you the different options that you have. Alright, so I'm going to flip this around. What we can do is we can either light it up with a spotlight like this. Now, spotlights like this are very durable and it's a professional quality. This is aluminum quality, and this would work perfectly. An MR16 bulb would go into this fixture. We can easily place this on every location that we said we're going to light up the house, and the bulb, since it's an MR16, will shine all the way up to the second story and will light up that perfectly fine. So you have this light, and this is a very similar light to the first spotlight, but this is a brass quality, and it has the same bulb that you can place inside. It just is a different material and kind of an overall different color, a different look, so you could go for something like this. And so these are the options that I would put on the house. Other lights that you can think about is, one, some people like to put well lights up by a house. Now, I don't recommend this just for a few reasons. Since the way you install it is it's flush to the ground, a lot of times dirt and debris will get on this and then it will cover the light, so you'll have to constantly brush this off, where this stands off the ground a few inches, and if a leaf falls here, it's okay, but most of the time this kind of outer casing will deflect any leaves from bouncing inside and landing on the lens. But people do use well lights. Another option is to have more of a floodlight look. Now this has a larger spread, and some people like this, so they don't want to just have the singular pillar look. They want more of a, hey, I'm going to cover more light. And so this house, we would just need the spotlight because there really isn't much of a space for that floodlight to shine out. But for instance, let's say this whole area right here was all brick. We would want a floodlight here to shine all the way up here, instead of having to put a spotlight there and a spotlight there to cover the same amount of area. So those are different options that you can look at. So the next light is a path light. So we talked about lighting up the flower bed with these path lights, and so we have a couple over here and a couple over there, and so you can look at different types of path lights. So I have two examples here, and the difference is just one's a little bit bigger than the other. So this will have a wider spread, and then this will have a shorter spread of light, and this one's a little bit taller. The other one's just a little bit shorter. So those are a couple options you have for path lights to shine in your flower bed. Some people kind of like the bold, bigger look, and other people like the smaller, kind of blend in with the mulch kind of a look. So the last thing that I would say is a transformer. So coming over here to the transformers, we have this one, which is one that you can buy easily at any hardware store like Lowe's or Home Depot. This is not a very big transformer. It will not hold a lot of lights. This right here is a professional quality transformer that I always use, and professional landscape lighting companies also use transformers like this. And this is a much bigger transformer, can hold a lot more lights. So what you're going to have to do is decide what size of transformer you will need. If you count up all the watts of the light bulbs in your yard that you're putting in, you will see how big of a transformer you need. And you always need to be cautious of how many watts you put on a transformer. Never put the same amount of watts. So let's say this is 150, never put 150 on here. Always do up to 75% of its capacity. So this would be, I believe, 120 watts of lights you can put on this transformer. All right, so there you have it. We have designed the house. Step number 2 is going over the different lights that you can purchase. I showed you a couple options of spotlights. I showed you different options like a well light or a floodlight, and then the path lights, that there are different sizes, and then also the different types of transformers, the different sizes, and which ones to choose. So the next video I'm going to go over is step number 3, and that's going over the right tools that you will need for your landscape lighting project. And I've got them right here, so I'm going to cut it to the next video. Please watch that. It'll be super helpful for you. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. And I have a free PDF download in the description below. It's everything a DIYer needs to know about landscape lighting. Please check it out. It's free. It's very informative. It will help you out a lot. Best of luck with your landscape lighting project, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.